All right, guys, how you doing? Smoking Bears here. Got Bear Cub. She has no idea what we're doing. Today's recipe is coming out of Kent Rollins' book, Taste of a Cowboy. We're going to flip to, oh wow, well, look at that. It's called New Year's Poor Man's Sausage. It's a great use for black-eyed peas, and it's about the best way that I've found to make black-eyed peas. So what we're going to do is, this is a dish from the Great Depression, where meat was kind of scarce, so they made do with what they had. Beans were cheap. So in his recipe, he calls for a can of black-eyed peas. I used a bag, soaked them overnight, cooked them up, boiled them, seasoned them. So that's what I got here. So, and I've got a double batch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double the recipe. So in this we're going to, we have, well, it says 2/3, but we're doubling, so it's 1 1/3 cups of flour. And then we're going to add in our spices, which is 1 teaspoon red pepper flakes, 1/2 teaspoon of sage, 1/2 teaspoon of celery salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, and throw that in there. And that is doubled, so just so you know. Then we're going to mix this up. And what we want to do is kind of mash it in, mash them beans a bit. Not all the way. Let's get this mixed in and mash them up. Get it stirred in there.
Wouldn't you use a fork?
You could, yes. You could use a fork. You could use a spatula, which just happens to be what I have.
A spoon.
A spoon would be awesome too, yes. Why don't you grab me a spoon there, baby?
Okay.
And we'll get these, so let's get this stirred up here and getting them mashed down.
I found a spoon.
Yeah. Yep.
Why is it hollow?
Just do it.
Alright. So now in this bowl we have, because we doubled the recipe, 2 beaten eggs. And I have, he calls for onion, chopped yellow onion, but I didn't have chopped yellow onion, so I used 2 tablespoons of minced onion.
What's minced?
It's just a dried minced onion.
Dried.
It's
Is minced
just,
like an onion type?
No, minced is a cut.
Oh.
Like when they say
That's
sliced,
what I did.
sliced, minced.
So we're going to scrape all this goodness out of here.
I'm about to use my
Drop it in there. Yep.
You can use your hand.
Use your hand if you want to. That's all right. Get it mixed in.
Use your hand.
Go to thing.
Now the whole idea. Now what we're going to do is we're going to. Kent did it over a fire, and
It's a great
he did it over a fire in a black iron skillet. But we're going to change it up just because we can. It's all part of making this recipe a little bit your own. So, a little quick cheers. Sorry, a little late on that one, but
got it.
all right. So we'll be right back in just a minute. All right, Bear Cup. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 spoons, or 1 great big spoon.
Could you spin it for me?
And you're going to make a patty. So about that much, roughly about 2 tablespoons. And you're going to form it into a patty. You know, toss around. You got your flour on your hands. You got a little flour on the plate there just for cleanup purposes. You know, Kent threw it on his table.
How good?
But this is just cleanup purposes. You know, pat it in a little bit. You know, you want to make it round and uniform. Yep. And then we have the brokestone here, heated up.
If this worked, I'm gonna be very happy.
And it is got just olive oil. Go ahead and drop it on there. Hearing a bit of the sizzle. Yeah, we didn't.
I wanted to go to
Yes, it's still heating up. So we'll repeat this process. Like I said, Kent fried it in a cast iron skillet with a little bit of oil, or bacon grease is what he calls for in his recipe. But you know, we're easy cleanup, so we're going to try this out. So. You got it, Bear Cub?
Yeah.
Yep. If you need to, flour your hands a little bit more so they don't stick as bad. You can even throw that down in there and patty it. Yep. There you go.
That's a bad idea.
No, you're all right.
Okay.
Okay. Drop it on there. All right. So we'll let these cook up a little bit, and then we'll be back. All right, so Bear Cub asked me, Dad, how do you know when it's time to flip? See that golden brown?
Yeah.
That's what you want. It looks like a sausage patty. This one here.
I love that sound effect.
Yep. We're doing it on the brokestone. We got a little plate over there full of them. All right, guys, we'll be back in a little bit. Yep, so then she says, well, how do you know when you're done again? On the other side. They're cooked all the way through. You flip them over. You got that crust. You feel it? Nice and hard. Looks good on both sides. We'll call that one done. This one here needs a little more color. Throw it over here on the hotter side. And move them around just a little bit. You can add more oil if you want, or butter, or you don't want a whole lot, but little bits.
Quick question.
And oops, flip. Not quite. All right. All right, guys. So here we are. We still got a few cooking, but we're just going to go ahead and do this. This is what they look like. And Bear Cub, go ahead and grab one. She was pleasantly surprised. I think they're really good. They got the texture. I can eat
the whole thing.
They've got the texture of sausage. I think I should have tripled the seasonings because I think I have more beans than what an actual 15-ounce can or 2 15-ounce cans would be in a pound of beans. But I'm really happy with it. Kent Rollins, thumbs up, bud. I really like this recipe. I've made it a few times now, and it just gets better each time.
I think you're right about the seasonings because it's more bean than seasoning ratio. If that makes sense. Yep. That's it, but the texture's there. It does look like it could be like a sausage, like a bland sausage. I like it. Me too.
Cheers. That's all we got for this week. So that's Smoking Bears. We're out. Remember, a family that barbecues together stays together. In this case, a family that cooks together stays together. Have a good weekend. What are you doing?
So,
Show them what you put on it.
maple sweet blueberries because it just tasted a little bland and it didn't taste really sweet. So
She wants more sweet. So you could add whatever you want. But that's awesome. It is a great gateway for a condiment. Awesome. See the pups. Whoop.
You guys ate that in like a heartbeat.
Sorry, puppy approved, right?
Bella wants more.
So this is like a minute or so after the bites. I'm getting a little bit of the red pepper flake in the back of my throat there. It's a little warm. Bear Cub said there she is. She said she had it too.
nope.
Pace says she doesn't yet, but she coated hers in the sweet sauce. So anyway, awesome.